SAVARD speaker systems has been around for more than 40 years. Old school guys know that. New school guys may not. Let's find out more about them. You may have noticed a lot of these SAVARD HiQ subwoofers being shown on my channel over the last few years. And yes, I have started off with the 8-inch HiQ subs, which were done in this quad box, done by a local builder, and yeah, quite amazing setup. But I've recently moved back to the 6.5, and some of my most recent videos I have shown this sub that it works with low power systems as well as high power systems. But I really enjoy using this subwoofer because it flexes really good and it sounds really good. I think a lot of people don't know the name SAVARD. They were around since the 80s, but were gone for a while, came back in the mid-2010s. But let's find out more about SAVARD and why you should possibly consider them. Back in 1985, Bill SAVARD noticed the emerging trend of high-performance car audio. SAVARD's mission was to create a line of truly high-performance speakers that the average listener could afford. Due to power limitations, large subwoofers with small magnets were prevalent at the time, as well as the proliferation of hatchback systems, which would run full range with subwoofers, mid-ranges, and tweeters all in one box. Also, SAVARD had isobaric subwoofers that included multiple subwoofers acting as a single sub. But maybe the most impressive and way out there setups were the Challenger systems, including the Challenger 1201 here, which was 4 12-inch subwoofers, mid-ranges, and tweeters. And this was called the world's second most powerful production car speaker system. Well, that makes you wonder, who had the most powerful system available? Was it JBL, Kicker, Fosgate? Wrong. It was SAVARD. That's right. A Challenger 1503, later to be called the 1505, was a production class world record holder, almost unblowable. The 4 15-inch woofers, 2 2x6 horns, and 2 super tweeters, said to do over 140 dB and compatible with amplifiers from 5 watts to, that's right, no limit. Give it all the power you want. Definitely a revolutionary and over-the-top setup by SAVARD back in the day. Now, with all the products available, what differentiates SAVARD from other brands?
We model the sound characteristics of our drivers after the drivers we developed over 27 years. We upgrade everything we can improve on that will affect the performance, durability, efficiency, transient response, and any other factors we and people like you think deserve attention. We do this by creating the best driver we can and then make every kind of comparison with any driver currently considered great products, regardless of cost. Only when we feel confident that we are equal to or superior to these products do we introduce them.
Now, I did a video a while back on the SAVARD HiQ8s. If you want to see that video, I'll leave a link in the description below. Today we're going to talk about some of the different models, including this Rap Series 8-inch subwoofer, which is currently on sale. Check links in the video descriptions to all the products I'm talking about. Now, they also have dual 8-inch premium enclosures like the one you see here with the plexiglass, and you can get a bundle that includes the subwoofers as well as the enclosure. Speaking of enclosure, let's see what we got here in the box. I took the extra time here to show the packing because it is very important for an enclosure like this to be packed extremely well. And yes, it was packed very well. And check out this enclosure. Love this truck bedliner finish as well as the plexi top. Very high quality components there on the end for connecting up your speakers. Newer versions will have the SAVARD logo as shown here. Now let's get to the Rap Series 8-inch subwoofer. Take it out of the box, you can see we get us a nice SAVARD speaker system sticker. We get the test sheet here. Each speaker is individually tested and all the data is provided. So that's very useful for those wanting to do custom enclosures, for example. And here is the Rap Series 8-inch subwoofer. Let's take a closer look at the driver here itself and talk about some of the specs. Has a long strand Kevlar cone, tall row Nomex surround, double blue stitching. Now the Wrap series are kind of SAVARD's entry level. They're not their highest quality subwoofers, but you can tell here this thing is built really well, constructed extremely nice, including these 10 gauge spring terminals here on the side. These are dual voice coil, either 2 or 4 ohm dual voice coil. Speaking of voice coil, 2-inch voice coil, 300 watts RMS. It does have a stamped steel frame, has direct voice coil venting as well as a pole piece venting, and a high grade Y35 magnet. In addition to coming with the individual test certificate, SAVARD also offers basic enclosure designs for free if you buy one of their products. So that definitely can help out for those who want to build their own box. But I'm the kind of guy who likes to get a box, so let's check out this premium enclosure and get these subs mounted, and let's make these subs flex a little bit. What you say? Gotta say, overall this setup looks pretty sick, and for those who either can't build your own box or just don't like to build your own box and want something all together that looks good, then this combination is a pretty good deal at around 550 bucks for everything, because if you get a custom box built, you're going to spend that much or more just on the box. Now let's throw this enclosure with these two 8-inch subs in the Sequoia and do a few sound tests as well as some SPL testing. Let's see what we get. So I swapped the box to kind of a side mount here just to see about the SPL. Let's see it flex. Not a true SPL test, but 128 dB at 44 Hertz is nothing to sneeze at in this large SUV that was sealed up and rattling due to its 20+ year old age. Now the 8-inch subs are cool, but let's switch back to the 6.5-inch subs. First, taking a look at these Wrap series, which again are currently on sale. Check links in the video description to all the products I'm talking about and other SAVARD products that I haven't mentioned. These 6.5-inch have beefy motors on them, as you can see here. Definitely here's the beef. Now, due to size restrictions as well as the stamped steel basket, they have to use these slide-on or solder spade terminals, which are honestly not my favorite. Here's a comparison to the Hi-Q and the Wrap series. You can see Hi-Q is about $40 more. Again, check links in the video description. This one has 12 gauge spring terminals. Again, these are dual voice coil as well. 2-inch voice coil, 350 watt RMS power handling, cast aluminum frame, direct voice coil venting as well as the pole piece, an 80-ounce Y35 magnet. This is probably my favorite speaker right now of SAVARD, the Hi-Q 6.5-inch. I think we spent a lot of time in car audio talking about these large systems that flex your windows and break everything in your car, but there are a lot of people out there who just want a little extra bump, who don't want a huge enclosure, who have to take kids and groceries and other things in their vehicle. They just want some extra bass, and that's what I really like about these 6.5-inch and 8-inch subs, is that you don't have to have a whole lot of your trunk taken up and you can get some extra bass. Now, I've used this 6.5-inch SAVARD Hi-Q sub in this custom enclosure by Hi-Fi Vega for quite a while, but I thought how fun it would be to go ahead and slap it into the Sequoia. Let's see how it sounds, and let's run that dB meter to find out what kind of decibels we put out. Okay, we're going to run the SPL test. Again, we're just using an app on the phone and the SSA Bluetooth meter. So if you're asking in the comments below what app I'm using, you have to have the wireless bass meter, not just the app. It doesn't work by itself. You have to have both. So let's go ahead and try the Woofer Test and see what we get. This is with the single SAVARD 6.5-inch Hi-Q. There you have it, a 124.13 at 44 Hertz. Again, this is a full-size Sequoia SUV. All the windows are up. We got all 3 rows in. This is just literally worst case scenario, but I can tell you that definitely added some noticeable bass to the system with just one single 6.5 inch sub. When you go shopping for subwoofers, you have dozens of choices, brands, quality, price, all that. But I implore you to check out SAVARD. They've been around for a while. They're a smaller, what I call a boutique company. I've used their product for quite a while. They have been a channel sponsor here in Wilson Audio Labs, and I do appreciate that. But hey, I'm looking out for you guys too. If I find a good product, I want to show you. So check out SAVARD in the link in the video description. Until next time, Big D, I'm out of here. Now this video was dedicated to the 6.5 and 8 inch sub offerings by SAVARD, but you shall know they make subwoofers up to 18 inch, and also they make these 10 and 12 inch high output series, including the HO12 Elite that I'm going to tease you about here. That's right, I'm not going to show you, I'm just going to tease you, because if you want to see it, you got to leave me a comment below and let me know, and we'll show more about this in a future video. Thanks as always for watching. Stick around to the very end. You guys rule. Patreon.com/oldschoolstereo. Support if you can. Until next time, Big D, I'm out.